Why does it matter? The American people have voted. They voted they like digital assets. Look at the reception of Bitcoin's ETF. Politicians, they look where the wind is blowing and they change their mind. And so I can see it already talking to Democrats. They don't want to be on the wrong side of Bitcoin. No one wants this flank opened that Elizabeth Warren and Gary Gensler and a few others in the White House opened. Right? It's a lose-lose flank for them. They're not going to win on saying crypto's terrible. Right? Just look at the price. America doesn't think that. And so I think you'll see a change in behavior as soon as this election happens.
Today, 1 out of every 5 Americans own digital assets. That's a total of 52 million people, of which 22% identify as Democrats, 18% as Republicans, and 22% as independents. Additionally, 60% are younger adults, and 41% are from minority communities. This crypto community, characterized by its youth and diversity, was not given much attention in the 2020 US elections, but is now becoming increasingly important for the upcoming elections this November. Political campaigns are focusing on swing states, where a significant number of voters see digital assets as a key issue, such as New Hampshire, Nevada, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. In these states, approximately 18% of voters, totaling 3.4 million people, own digital assets. What's more, 55% of them say they are less likely to support candidates who don't support crypto values, such as fairness in the economic system and a desire for a decentralized economy. In other words, the votes of nearly 1.9 million crypto owners across these 4 swing states alone could make a big difference in the election. With the 2024 US elections coming close, CEO of Galaxy Digital Mike Novogratz discusses this important issue in his latest interview and notes how crypto will change the whole political space. It's also important to keep in mind that the more the government gets involved with crypto, the more it will affect it, making this situation both challenging and a good opportunity as digital assets gain more recognition and discovery. Let us now view clips of the interview. While watching, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and enable post notifications for more similar content. Make sure to stay until the end of the video, where Novogratz emphasizes why blockchain technology will gain traction globally over time. We hope you enjoy it.
It's all going to come to fruition sometime in the next 3 to 4 months because, TikTok, the election's in November. And so like the Gensler era will come to an end. Most likely. I think no matter who gets elected, you'll have a changing of the guard. And so I don't know what his end game is anymore, but my sense is he's digging in here. Again, why does it matter? The American people have voted. They voted they like digital assets. Look at the reception of Bitcoin's ETF. And so like politicians, they look where the wind is blowing and they change their mind. And so I can see it already talking to Democrats. They don't want to be on the wrong side of Bitcoin, right? They don't. And you're going to see elections. John Tester and Sherrod Brown, both very tight elections that the Democrats need to win. And now there's this crypto PAC that's funding their opponents because they've been anti-crypto. That is being noticed at the highest levels of the Democratic Party. Like, why did we get ourselves into this position? The Democrats notice this. And so the mainstream Democrat in DC, they see this as bipartisan. They want to move on. No one wants this flank opened that Elizabeth Warren and Gary Gensler and a few others in the White House opened. It's a lose-lose flank for them. They're not going to win on saying crypto's terrible. Right? Just look at the price. America doesn't think that. And so I think you'll see a change in behavior as soon as this election happens. I think Trump can make the claim because he's not in power right now. Right? If you think about it, listen, Jay Clayton has become a very, in essence, friend of the crypto industry, and he is an advisor to companies, and he is a very smart guy. But if I'm honest, he didn't do a lot for us. Luckily, he didn't do a lot against us, right? He was just kind of a neutral. He didn't want to deal with crypto during his administration. And in some ways, it was a very small and infantile market, right? Now, again, we had the 17 up down. That happened quick. But overall market cap, remember in 2018, right, in the heart of Clayton, crypto market cap had fallen 95%.
Yeah.
From whatever, $1.5 trillion to 95% of that, right? Like, Bitcoin went from 20 to 3, ETH went from whatever it was,
1,400 to 80, I think.
1,400 to 80, and everything else went,
yeah.
and everything else went to zero. And so, I can sympathize a little bit with Jay saying this can't be my biggest thing. I would have wished he had done more. Quite frankly, I wish I'd gotten my company public when he was the SEC chair. We were too slow by a few months and got stuck into the Gensler web. And that, I never would have thought. Listen, I thought Gary was going to be good for crypto.
We all did. We cheered him.
And listen, I know Gary well. He is unbelievably smart. He works harder than almost anyone I know. Like, there's a lot of positive attributes. He has not been friendly to our industry. I think he's been disingenuous. I think he's been very ambitious and political in this. And that's frustrating to see, because I think in the long run it will tarnish his legacy.
Before we continue with Mike Novogratz's expert insights, here's another relevant news from the latest sources. In South Korea's upcoming parliamentary election, major political parties are vying for crypto traders' support by proposing different approaches to ETFs and taxes amid regulatory challenges. The People Power Party promises to delay digital asset taxes, while the Democratic Party pledges to remove ETF restrictions. The election's outcome could be influenced by these policies, given the significant presence of crypto traders in South Korea. Regulatory uncertainty surrounding ETFs investing in Bitcoin has prompted discussions, with South Korean regulators expressing concerns about local brokering. Both major political parties propose wider regulations to safeguard investors and promote market stability, recognizing the importance of regulatory decisions in shaping the crypto market landscape. Despite skepticism from US officials, South Korea and Asia are increasingly accepting crypto, with expectations for the eventual approval of spot crypto ETFs. And with that, let's return to Mike Novogratz's interview.
There were two bills in October, one on stable coins and one on market structure. They weren't perfect bills, but everyone said, guys, good enough. I don't think they ever imagined crypto would be such a lightning rod. I mean, it's interesting. I was with a senior guy at the CFTC. Their job isn't just crypto. It's a small part of their job, but it's over 50% of their cases.
Yeah.
Right? We're a tiny part of the global economy market-wise, and we're 50% of the CFTC cases. And so we got to clean our own act up as well. And so the oxygen that crypto takes at both the SEC and the CFTC is way above the market volumes. I spoke at some conference, Bank of America conference, and the head of research came over and he said, do you know our single largest read research paper ever was the crypto paper? And the one they had just done was like their fourth. It might not have been Bank of America, but it was a bank like that. It is interesting. Even like when I go on CNBC, like there's people ask, why do you go on so much? Well, they ask, and it's a good platform to talk about crypto. Those segments do better than the normal segments, and it's not because of this pretty face, it's because it's crypto. We need to use block space for things that make people's lives better.
Yep.
And so we're seeing it in payments. There's a tremendous amount of cool stuff happening in payments abroad and here, but mostly abroad, right? I get a coffee and a taxi every day, and I just do the dee-dee with my phone. It works brilliantly. So we don't have this terrible need for payments for most of us in the United States, right? But abroad, right, people use Tether on Tron. It's become a payment system for half the world. We need people to be powered by Solana or powered by Ethereum, and not just our community speculating. Listen, I think for the next 3 to 5 years, the broad value of each of these ecosystems will be some variation of the way we look at Bitcoin. It's tell me a story and get me to believe in that story, and I'm going to participate and hold my wealth in this new magic internet money. And I believe to be the case, right? Matter of fact, you can look at speeches I gave in 16, 17, 18, 19, where I would say, hey, there are 214 elements on the periodic table and only gold has value as a store of value. The rest have a utility. And so I really was focused on what Dogecoin would have to do, or what Cardano would have to do. And like the Cardano community learned to hate me because I said, well, no one I know is building on Cardano. You know, but what I didn't realize was because of the economic regime of getting more people that makes the price go up, right? This kind of multi-level marketing regime of each of these assets, that the staying power and the ferocity of that community would be so strong. And so who would have thought that Doge was a $25 billion asset? Some of that is young people have a different relationship with money than old people do, because we gave it away, because zero interest rates are so long, because they can't afford houses. And so because of their spirit, so like, you know, from dog with hat to all of these things are somewhat memes, right? You know, like what's being built on, you name the 15th, you know, chain out there. And so I don't know how long they will continue to hold value, but I know that their community just needs to get more people in it.
In what ways do you see government involvement in crypto affecting its growth and adoption? And how do you see the relationship between crypto and politics evolving in the future? And what opportunities or challenges might arise as a result? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found today's video enlightening and want to stay ahead with more insights and updates on crypto and global finance, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on post notifications. Your support greatly encourages us to continue providing in-depth content and discussions. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll uncover more about the fascinating developments in the cryptocurrency space. Until then, keep questioning, keep exploring, and most importantly, keep investing wisely. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.